Howdy there folks, this is Andy Griffiths of GameScenes.com, and today we're going to have a look at Trials Fusion. This is Redlynx sequel to the 2011 game, 2012 game, whenever it came out, Trials Revolution. So essentially the setting has shifted into the near future, but the gameplay still remains all about getting on scrambler bikes and getting over various obstacles while random carnage goes on behind you. It's an interesting game, and for this sequel they've decided to do something a little bit different. They've allowed essentially access to the beta with every pre-order, and essentially that includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 levels if you include the training programs. So the training programs are really simple. They will unlock new content in the career as these dates come up, and these are unavailable in the beta, which is unfortunate. But Cactus Challenge, I believe, is the one where you will get to mess around with ATVs. Those are like buggies, all-terrain vehicles, and Urban Sprawl is a bunch of new tracks. But yeah, let's just jump in. Let's give you an idea of what this game really is. If you haven't played a title in this series before, what the hell is wrong with you? It's been around for years, and it's genuinely one of the funnest pick-up-and-play, arcadey franchises out there for PC and for consoles, so yeah. So things like that happen. So essentially it's all about getting from one end of the level to the other as quick as possible. There are various, okay, he seems to be hip thrusting, which is a bit weird. Another thing that's a bit strange with Trials Fusion is that you have a much greater control over your rider as he comes off, which yeah. So essentially the whole gameplay is based around getting to one end of a level in the quickest time possible. But Redlynx have mixed up that gameplay a little bit by chucking in things they call challenges, which are essentially tasks which you can complete to unlock more points, essentially, or economy, as in gold to use to spend things, to buy things in the game. So it's very hard to talk while concentrating on what the hell is going on in this game, but yes. There's also a new stunt component to the game, but that no matter how many flips we do, we can't activate at the moment. It's in the beta. Oh, and a new personal record. And it's a really fun game. It hasn't lost any of its charm whatsoever in the near future kind of aesthetic, which is great. Another good thing is the replays have stayed pretty much the same. I mean, a lot of the game has really stayed the same, but kind of the Trials appeal has always been quite simple anyway, I would say. You know, it's all about the nuance of mastering tracks, and as these levels are really early in the campaign, you know, the difficulty will ratchet up considerably as the campaign continues. And as we've only unlocked the first 2 bits of the campaign, and as it's beta, those are the only 2 bits you can actually play with, you know, that's kind of the thing to consider. The progression system is based around levels as well. There's no real change there. So let's show something new. So they do have skill games as well. So this is the only skill game in the beta client, as it is at the moment. But this game does come out mid-April for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Xbox 360. No PS3 build, which is a bit weird, but you know, there's enough platforms there for people to find what they need. So I need to bail out the end of the jump. Ready? And there we go. So it's kind of a bit flat out-esque if you played that game from Bugbear Entertainment, where, you know, you've got, in addition to these events, you've also got random skill games, which aren't really skill based. It's all about leaderboard, kind of getting your name up a leaderboard as possible and just go from there, really. So let's have a look at Greenhorn, because Greenhorn we haven't taken a look at. And we'll have a look at these challenges as well. So for this one, I need to complete at least 10 flips whilst performing a zero fault run. Use afterburners to reach the portal in the sky. Okay. Don't allow your front wheel to touch the area between the red lines. I don't think we're going to be able to do any of those. So an interesting thing with Trials Fusion is that even though there is a... Should we go with Baggy for this one? Or Roach? There's only 2 bikes to choose from in the beta as well, which is, again, it's a beta. You can't expect them to unlock the whole thing at once. And as I mentioned before, they will be unlocking new content as the game release approaches. But as I was saying before that, in the challenge system, a lot of the challenges seem to be trick-based. And at the moment, there's no trick system, which in the game as is beta, which is a bit disappointing. So all you can do is do these gnarly loop-de-loops. And it's crashed. Keep going, buddy. You can do it. And obviously, you've still got the ability to respawn at any checkpoints, like instantly, and start at the beginning, which is also good. Essentially, if you want to get gold medals, having any sort of checkpoint run or any faults where you need to go back to a checkpoint, that means there really is no chance of you getting that gold. Oh, poopies. Okay, now stop. There you go, you made it. Yeah, I was going to slow it down. And you've still got the lovely touches of the scream from the rider and lots of other stuff. The only kind of disappointing thing of this beta is that there isn't any multiplayer, which seems a bit weird to me because the whole point of a beta is to test really server load and things like that. So I'm hopeful that Redlynx will be able to test that later on. Step into the light, don't know what that is. Pyro sequence, don't know what that is. Track Central, that is Redlynx track creator kind of portal where you can use, I think it's over 500,000 track objects to create your own tracks, which is pretty cool. The other thing worth looking at is the garage. Now it says there's 6 bikes here, which is not true because there's only 2 bikes in this game, which is a bit disappointing at the moment. But obviously this is beta, so they will be adding more. Like there's 6 in total, it seems, but we've only unlocked 2 of them. And Baggy's a starter bike. Roach is is a good bike to start with as well, but you unlock that after you complete the first career point. So there's a body kit, so you can put on body kits as well. They've also got the Uplay rewards are in here as well, and we have unlocked them, but unfortunately they haven't unlocked in game, and I think that must be due to it being a beta. But yeah. If you don't know, Uplay system essentially uses its achievements slightly different. So when you unlock achievements in their game, you can use the points as kind of like a currency to buy aspects of a game that would otherwise be locked off. It's a bit arbitrary, but it still works pretty well. So let's go for that body kit, because it's the only one we can. And I just wanted to show you the paint system as well. So wheels-wise, we've unlocked some wheels. Shuriken. And then let's change the colour. Try it again. Let's change the colour. It's nice and garish. mean, you can zoom out to see what it looks like from afar. Yeah, it's nice to get it. So we will have a look at the rider as well while we're here. We've got biotech. They're all rather silly, but in a good way. Squirrel and frowning crown. So apparently there are hidden squirrels in levels which you can interact with, which we haven't found any yet. But yeah, frowning clown as well. Redeemed via Uplay. We can't unlock it. We can go back to the contender, which is the kind of the original guy. There we go. Right, so now we've gone through all that rigmarole. Let's just play a few tracks, and I'll shut up so you can watch it, unless something really infuriating happens, and then I won't shut up. Then I will turn the airwaves blue. Let's remember on that one. I think we've done Observatory. Let's do Dirt Derby.
The sky is up today.
Oh no! I can get it back! I can get it back! I can get it! No! And there goes my ghost, just passing me. Damn. Right, let's do that. We can do that better. Whoa!
You're doing great. Check the leaderboards to see how your times compare to others.
The voice you hear there is the voice of Stacy. Stacy or Cindy? That's it, Cindy. And essentially she gets introduced to you during the tutorial segments, but something's not quite right with her. Like the things that she says are a bit weird. Like, we're having fun, aren't we having fun? I'm pretty sure we're having fun. Things like that. They're just a little bit weird, a little bit off. Like Redlynx has totally ported over their like really cool humour, which is kind of summed up by the intro song to the game, which is really funny, which we won't spoil. Right, now let's go with the most, kind of the craziest level in the game, which is Fusion Factory.
Attention visitors, we are performing maintenance and would like to warn you of abruptly shifting floors.
Let's have a look at the challenges to this level. So I've already done one, which is perform and safely land at least 7 flips from the opening launch. Okay. Perform a 0-fault run without riding the loop, and find and complete the warp zone. Can't find the warp zone. Let's have a look, see if we can keep an eye out for it. That loop, you could definitely do a run through without touching the loop. Ah, there we go. Oh no! Oh, and his head got stuck. Wow, that's definitely the worst. That's definitely the worst injury we've seen so far. Oh, and he's underneath, I think. Alright, okay, let's start this again. So, let's try and do that challenge. So the challenge was perform a 0-fault run without riding the loop. Okay, and we know what the loop was. We saw the loop-to-loop.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Okay. Also, some of these levels kick off with a really annoying audio cue as well.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
That was a miracle. There is no way you're going to get away with that.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Like that one. I've heard that line so many times. Like, I've golded this level. But hearing that line over and over again, really annoying.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Attention visitors. We are performing maintenance and would like to warn you of abruptly shifting floors.
Oh, there's a loop-de-loop. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, restart. Alright, we need to avoid that loop-de-loop.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
In a manner of speaking. Ah!
There's work in a matter of speaking.
What does it even mean? It doesn't mean anything.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Damn it.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Can't even get that right now. Come on, come on, come on. So that frustration level is still there with Tribes. Like, it hasn't gone away at all. Which is, you know, you wouldn't expect it to be honest. It would be a weird game if it was. Ah! Alright. Okay, this time.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
No.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Ah!
There's work in a matter of speaking.
See, despite these moments where you're just like, oh, I want to throw this at the screen, this controller that I'm holding, like, it doesn't really matter because you're still kind of having fun. You appreciate the challenge. You appreciate that the challenge is difficult. So it doesn't make it, you know, even though
Visitors, we
it
are
is
performing
frustrating.
maintenance and would like to warn you of abruptly shifting floors.
Right, so loop is here. So if we slow down. Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. Okay. What? What? How? Where? What the hell? There was nothing there to go on to.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Oh, we almost had it down.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
Attention visitors. We are performing maintenance and would like to warn you of abruptly shifting floors.
Claustrophobia, we're getting this challenge. Unless there's a few times in this beta where we've... Oh, that was perfect. Where we've seemingly fulfilled the criteria for the challenge and it hasn't unlocked, so that might happen here. But it is worth showing what the challenges are and, you know, just how one might complete one.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
In a manner of speaking, I suck at this level. But I've already got gold in it, but I just want to do challenges. Come on. Right, last time. Well, we'll show the run through of the level regardless.
There's work in a matter of speaking.
got away with it.
Attention visitors. We are performing maintenance and would like to warn you of abruptly shifting floors.
Right, let's be careful of this abruptly shifting floor. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Alright, I think, as long as we don't screw up, I think we got this. 2 seconds off, but technically it's a faultless run. Technically, ready, we get bumped up here. Finish line's just there. Woohoo! And we got it! Woo! Right, okay. Man, I don't know if I should edit that or should I just keep it in? I think I'm going to keep it in. I'm not going to do a fast forward thing. That does the video a disservice. Disservice indeed. So, yes. That's kind of Tribes Fusion in a nutshell at the moment. Like I say, more content will be added closer to the game's launch on April 11th. And yeah, I can't wait to play more of it. It energizes you in a way that few games do when you get things right. When you get things wrong, it anchors you in a way that few games do. But you know what? That's kind of the appeal. That's what it's all about. Okay guys, well, as usual, thanks for watching the video. Any feedback, positive or negative, is always good regardless, as it helps us produce more videos that are helpful. And like and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more things. Can my voice get any higher? Find out. Watch more videos. See you later, guys.